Hi soulmates, welcome to class. Today we're going to be learning how to alter this basic bodice into an off-shoulder bustier with strap. Okay, so in case you've not watched the video on how to draft your basic bodice, please click on the link in the comment section or watch the previous video before this to get a basic understanding. So this is our basic bodice. We're going to be altering it to get a perfect bustier with shoulder strap. Okay, so let's get into it and hope that we all have patience and watch till the end. So from the shoulder I have to my waist, to my under bust, and to my bust point and to my armhole line. Okay, this is the armhole and the shoulder line and the neckline. So we are good to go. All right, so what we're going to do is to locate the midpoint of the shoulder, locate the midpoint of the shoulder line, and we're going to be connecting from that midpoint to our bust point line, like so. Okay, so hope you do the same thing. Now from the bust line, we're going to measure where we want the depth of our off shoulder to be. In this case, I used 5 inches from the bust line. Yours could be something different. Wherever you want your off shoulder to be starting, the neckline to be starting, that is where it will be. Now on this line, we're going to tighten the off shoulder, right? Now on one part, I'm going to take away 0.75, yeah, 0.75. On the other part, 0.5. I do not want to make it too tight, okay? This is also perfect for the bust size we're working with, which is around 38, 39, okay? Now to deepen the armhole, the curve, the neckline curve, I came up from the armhole line by 1 inch, right? Then I need to measure to make sure that the two lines are of the same, so that when we put them together it's going to be the same. So this part is usually shorter, and this is how you're going to measure it. Okay, this is the sweetheart neckline that we want to get now. Remember, 1 inch from the armhole line, and we connected it this way. Okay, so we are making progress, and if you have any question, please do ask in the comment section. If you have any suggestion also, let's go. Now to tighten the underbust from the midline, I'm going to go out by 1.5 inches, and the other side from the midline too, I'm going to go out by half an inch, or you could do 0.75. So altogether I have 2.25. Okay, 1.5 inch on this side, and then 0.5, 0.75, that is 3/4 of an inch from the midpoint, the midline, the center line. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's make progress. Now for the underbust, I'm going to take my measurement. My measurement for the underbust is 30. I'm going to measure 30. Now measure the dart intake. Whatever it is I have there, I'm going to add it back after the 30, like so. Okay, now this is my new measurement for my underbust. All right, then we're going to proceed to the waistline. Okay, to the waistline, I'm going to just bring the line from the underbust down, like so. And on the other part, I'm also going to bring it down. Yeah, okay. So once we've gotten this, I'm still going to do the same thing I did at the underbust. Take my measurement, which is also 30, and I will measure the dart intake and add it back, so that we don't run shortage of anything. Okay, we don't have to run shortage. Of course, the dart is going to go out, so we connect it to the bust line like this. So this is our new line, no longer the one inside. All right, now going over to the bust, upper bust area, we're going to be adding back something that we removed. Okay, So I'm going to be adding back half an inch. Now this half an inch is not compulsory. If you don't add it back, your dress is still going to be fine because we did not take away so much. Now, like I did in the measurement class, I measured the width of my chest, the upper part, to know how much I need to take away. Okay, so if you've not watched that video, please go back and watch it. Now I'm going to be connecting this to the shoulder line, right? I will move in a bit. This is not where I'm going to be starting. I will move in a bit at the tip of the shoulder. I will move in a bit to and measure 2 inches because I don't want the strap to be a kind of falling towards the tip of the shoulder, right? That will come later. Now to the back, we're going to also measure the height of our off shoulder. Now this is optional for the back. Your off shoulder for the back can start from the armhole line, wherever you want it to stop to start. It's not a must that it must start where the one for the front started. I hope this is clear, but I choose to make it this way. Okay, so this is our line for the back. As usual, we're also going to locate the midpoint of the shoulder and connect the line. And then we do our back tightening. Back tightening is going to be 0.25 on both sides, altogether being 0.5, and we connect it back, right? We also connect this back. Now, when you're sewing this, you find out that at this line, you have some bulge which you try to remove. So I'm going to at this point make it a bit straight, and whatever it is I remove there, I'm going to add it back. It's about one line. Okay, so or 0.25, it's not that much, so I'll just connect it back. Okay, so this is what we have for the back. Towards the zipper area, you can decide to bring it down a little by 0.5 or 0.25 depending on how you want the back to look, but don't make it straight because it's just gonna look somehow. Alright, so this is our back. Now we're going to cut everything out. We're going to cut everything out. Now measuring the strap from here, okay, this is what we have. We're going to use this to cut away our strap, but let's just finish first and then we're going to explain further on how to get the strap. This is the strap. I hope you know what the strap is. Okay, so let's go ahead, use our scissors and cut out the patterns. Alright, so like I was saying before, I don't want this to start at the tip of the shoulder. And so you see I came in a bit, right? So it doesn't fall off. I'll also come in a bit here, like 0.25 or 0.5 is still okay. Okay, so that when you wear your strap, your off shoulder strap, it doesn't tilt towards the shoulder, it just stays straight on your shoulders. I hope this makes sense or makes it clear to someone, right? So this video is just straightforward and we're just going to cut away everything that we've been doing, close our bust darts, right? Close the bust darts and tape it down. If you have your masking tape, you tape it down. So at this point, I want to believe that you've gotten some value, and if you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly consider doing so. It's very important. Now, this is me trying to match up, and of course, it's going to match up. Okay, we're still in paper form, it's going to match up by the time we start sewing, and we're also going to cut away the back also. Like I was saying, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please, this is the time to pause and do so. It's very important to us. Like, comment and share as well. Okay, if you have any questions, just do well to ask your question. If it makes sense to you, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up. Let's make progress. Please, 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 please. So this is all the papers that we have that we're going to be working with. Of course, you see that it's matching up. So the next thing we're going to be doing now is to get our fabric and we use it to cut, right? But then for the strap, like I was saying before, we are going to put front and back together at the shoulder line. We're going to be having about 2 inches for the strap. So I'll mark the 2 inches for both the front and back where it's going to be starting. Now, if you cut this way, cut the back separate, cut the front separate, you're going to be having joining at the center shoulder, and most likely we do not want it this way. And when you measure it, their lengths are not the same at the shoulder armhole line and at the center of the shoulder. Okay, so we want to make it straight. We want to make it straight. If you cut it this way, it's fine, but it's not going to lap well. Okay, it's not going to lap very well. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get this, and that slant that we have at the shoulder, we're going to bring it down by almost 0.5. Okay, so we'll align it together to the tip of the shoulder, so we can put the straps together and get a straight line. Now, one thing about using this pattern to get your strap is that it's just going to be so firm on you. Since it's your actual measurement, it's going to be very firm on you. You will not have the issue of your strap falling away from your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to put everything together and we'll transfer to our fabric, and I will see you in the next class when we're going to sew. Bye. In our next class, we're going to be sewing this. All right, subscribe.